Hey y'all, it's D.
I'm not sure if the intro played this morning, but good morning. welcome in to our plugs community connection. I am your host today, again, Miss Morningstar, and I have a co-host today. I'm gonna go ahead and bring her up. Powerful black woman. I have her in the building. I have her as my co-host. Good morning, sis. You can unmute your mic.
Okay. Hey guys. Hi
Yes,
YouTube, TikTok,
yes.
Facebook, Instagram,
Good morning,
WKRA.
Good morning. Good morning. So we are here today with R Plus Community Connection, and today is Veterans Voice. So y'all already know it's gonna be a show. We got Veterans Voice. We got Viper Vet and DC here, both in the building in the queue, waiting to come up. But before we do, you know what I gotta tell you? It is Tuesday morning. Happy Taco Tuesday. Go ahead and get you some coffee or some orange juice or some, most importantly, your water. That's right. Get up, get your water, and make sure that you are ready for your day. As always, we want to make sure you take your vitamins, you have all your essentials to get your day started. It's always going to start off on a positive note. And since I have my sis here with me today, helping co-host, she is going to bring you guys some affirmations this morning. So
Yeah.
let's get it from powerful black woman's perspective, because I already know it's going to be powerful. It's going to be a blessing.
Yes.
Let's
Yes, it
listen in.
is.
Go ahead, sis. I'm passing the mic to you.
All right. Well, good morning, everyone. And I hope your morning is going well. And I want you to continue to keep your head held high because we're going to be all right. But these affirmations are just for everybody that want to take it in, suck it in, and release it. So these affirmation means you got this. Affirmations will be your confirmation of your transformation. Okay? Do a soul check for yourself. What do your soul feel like? Is it positivity or negativity? When you face situations, do you find yourself tracking down spiral or do you feel a up spiral in your spirit? Okay. Lean on your conscious mind and begin to fill your soul with good treasures to produce even more good things in your life. Everything you say that will be good when you transform it and confirm it in your spirit. Okay. I am worthy. I am powerful to do anything when I set my mind to it. I am the imagination of my own self, of the power that I carry that would transform to confirm my atmosphere.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yes.
yeah. I received that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Always accept the little changes in life, even the busy ones, the big ones, the small ones. But always congratulate yourself because you pulled through to help yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And those are my confirmations for this morning.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. What a refreshing new way to think and receive our affirmations, guys. That was powerful from a powerful woman, my big sister,
Mhm.
Zeba Carter, powerful Black woman. So thank you so much for those
My pleasure.
this morning. I know that it is going to help someone get through their day on this Tuesday. Absolutely. So let's continue on, guys. You know what's next? It's hot. It's hot.
Yes, it
And
is.
how other many ways can we say hot? It's burning up. It's been a scorcher. So let's
Mhm.
start with the weather for Holly Springs on this Tuesday. You're gonna be with sunny skies, high and near 93. The heat index is gonna feel like 102. Okay. You got low winds, southwest winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. At night, it's going to be mostly clear with a low around 77, south winds around 5 miles per hour. So, y'all gonna be pretty sticky, okay? Just make sure you got your AC on and stay hydrated, y'all. I'm gonna repeat that every time. Stay hydrated. And Papa Black Woman gave us a good tip yesterday. Have you some fruit, okay?
Mhm.
Keep you a little cooler. You carry with you with some cold fruit in there. That's gonna help.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, Memphis, Tennessee. What you got? Sunny and hot. The high near 97 degrees. It's gonna feel like 109, y'all.
Yes, that heat index.
Yes, it's gonna feel like 109. You got southwest winds, low winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour at night. It's gonna be mostly clear with a low of 79 degrees. That's a pretty steamy night. Southwest winds around 5 miles per hour. Okay. Tuesday for hot Houston. Let's talk about it. 20% chances of showers and thunderstorms after 10 a.m. So make sure y'all have your umbrellas and your rain boots in your car if you're heading out to work. It's going to be sunny with the high near 94. And you know that heat index going to make it feel like 103. Hot. At night, it was mostly clear with the low around 79. So it is pretty. I think this is pretty universal right now. The way
Yes.
heat is going. I think. What was y'all weather in your neck
Well,
of
here in Kalamazoo, it was
Michigan?
91. It was supposed to get thunderstorms, but it did not right now. It looks like it's getting a little dark now, and it's going to
Mhm.
hit. But we had a pretty good day earlier, so it's okay. I can deal with
Okay.
this weather.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, when you come from like northern areas, and I'm from
Hmm.
the north, I try
Hmm.
not to complain about the heat because I have grew up in the cold most of my
Hmm.
life. So
Hmm.
when I deal with the heat, it's just a different type of heat here in Texas. It is that hot, hot heat. So, but I appreciate it. I would not have it any other way because baby, I don't want no snow. I'm good on snow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't miss it. I don't want it. I am
Hmm.
cool on the
Hmm.
snow.
Hmm.
So yes, it's a gift and a curse. I
Yeah.
can say that.
I tell people don't complain now. Enjoy every
Enjoy
season because
it.
every season is beautiful, period.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know, we might be suffering a little bit from the heat, but we can take it.
But
We
you
can
know
take
what? One good thing about in the north, you get all the seasons. In the south, you don't really get that all the seasons, especially in Texas.
it.
It's
Yeah.
like hot or cool, hot or cool,
Mm-hmm.
a little cool. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't get to experience the
Mm-hmm.
beautiful autumn and the beautiful changing of the trees and the leaves and all that. I just
Yes.
miss that part.
Yes. I
That
love the fall.
I
Oh, it's
love the
beautiful.
fall.
I love
It's,
the fall season. The
yes,
snow, they
absolutely.
can have that. I don't care about the snow, but I love the color of it.
They can have that cold stuff.
Yes.
Anyway, let's talk. Oh, guys, and to mention, Colombia. I don't know if you guys heard, there was a magnitude earthquake, 7.4. That is pretty
Wow.
heavy. I
Yeah.
heard shaking felt across regions. It
Mm.
was that strong, and from what I read in the story, it was buildings just collapsing. I'm talking about like, huge monument buildings just collapsing. So,
Yeah, yeah.
send a prayer out to, the people of Colombia. That is detrimental, devastating. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of lost lives
Mhm, mhm.
because of that.
Yeah, the earth is heating up, guys.
Yes,
The climate change is real.
it is.
Let's keep
It
it
is.
100. It is real because we're going through all sorts of weather right now.
Yeah,
Mother Nature is not playing.
at
Okay.
all. At all. We definitely are seeing it. And yeah.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
sometimes we need to shake up to wake up.
Yeah. Wake some minds up,
Mm-hmm.
wake some minds up. So let's get into some news we can use.
Yeah.
It's I mean, it's so much that we could talk about
Yeah.
on a
It's a
regular
lot.
basis. It's a lot. It's a lot going on. I know that I try with all the news. I have been trying to bring some balance and give us some local news on like local places that we deal with, like Holly Springs or Mississippi, and try to bring some positivity. I came
Mm-hmm.
across a really cute story. I'm gonna start, and it was in Holly Springs. Okay, and it is the Holly Springs Toddler and Contest quarterfinals. So they have a they have a contest that they hold for toddlers, and it's a charity event. So a 3-year-old Holly Springs girl is making national waves as she advances to the quarterfinals as of the Hasbro sponsored Toddler of the Year competition. She's so cute, y'all. I wish I could show y'all the pictures of her. Her name is Ava Evans, and her mom describes her as a walking smile. She looked like she's just a happy little baby. And if she is advancing to the finals with this. If she wins, she will qualify to win $25,000, a grand.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm speaking
And
it. She got it.
she got it. Let's
She
speak it
got
into
it.
existence for her. Her mother and father said this is going to go towards her college.
College.
Let's put
Mm-hmm.
it in her. Yeah, put it up for her if she was to win. She's captured a lot of attention, and apparently, this has been something that they do in Holly Springs. And the voting for this will run through August 6th. So
Okay.
actually, it's actually over. So this might be an older article. So we'll see. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
I can look up and see what did Ava win.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
Ava win? The deadline was August
Mm-hmm.
6th. So maybe they haven't gotten the vote out yet. But let's shout out Ava in our Holly
Yeah. Let's speak it
area
into existence, y'all. Come on now.
and
She
hope
gonna
she pulls
need that
through and
college pay.
wins. Yes, absolutely. And she'll be able to appear in the national advertising campaign and serve as the junior grand marshal in the Hollywood Christmas parade. So those are her perks if she was to come through and win this. So shout out to their family and doing something positive in the community. That just sounds awesome, especially when we are giving back to our kids. So that was some news I found in Holly Springs. We're probably like, well, what you got?
Freezing up.
Oh, you freezing up? Okay. Well, when you want freeze, I'll get you something. I'll get back to you. So other news. I have another story I can read while you get your computer unfroze. Did y'all hear about a lady in
Okay.
Atlanta, Georgia? 43-year-old woman in African American woman in Atlanta, Georgia had to file a lawsuit after the lab error led to a cancer misdiagnosis
Oh,
and unnecessary removal of her organs. Yes.
oh,
43-year-old woman was misdiagnosed with aggressive cancer and had to have a total hysterectomy performed. That was unnecessary. What? Y'all just took this lady's insides out misdiagnosis? Yes. Barksdale she visited the Kaiser Permanente Southwest Comprehensive Medical Center in Jonesboro in early 2025 for treatment related to urinary fibroids and bleeding. After undergoing a biopsy in March 10th, doctors told her the results showed she had aggressive endometrial uterine cancer. Based on the diagnosis, she was referred to a hospital, Northside Hospital, where she underwent a total hysterectomy on May
Oh
15th
my
of
goodness.
2025. They removed her uterus, her cervix, her fallopian tubes, ovaries, 4 lymph nodes, and treated her for what they believed. See, this is why I try to tell people all the time: get 2, 3, 4 different opinions. They are practicing doctors.
Yes.
All doctors are, when you work in a medical facility, you know they are practicing doctors, meaning they not God, y'all. They know they make mistakes. You
But that's
have
a
to do
huge
something.
mistake.
That is huge, and they're gonna have to come off some coins for her, for real. You know.
Wow.
So according to the loss, let's see, they thought was cancer. The lawsuit states that later testing showed that her tissues did not contain cancer. She said that she remained unaware of the mistake until September of 2025, when the Kaiser Permanente officials informed her that DNA testing results revealed the cancerous samples came from another patient. Y'all,
Oh
they
yeah.
mix up their
Big medical malpractice.
big error, because what about this other person who has cancer and probably
Yes.
no, you probably gave her samples to them and said she was okay. It is so important that we get
Yeah,
more.
we get different opinions.
Yes,
You go to a professional. Make sure you see a endo specialist for that.
and it says here that patient did not know about their diagnosis because it was mixed up.
Wow.
So yes, this story goes on, and at the end, she is suing, and she is going most likely to win that.
Okay.
Yeah,
And she should.
and she should.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not only the pain and suffering of having to now. What if she still wanted to have children?
Yep.
People
Yep.
still have children at
Mm-hmm.
43.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like, you definitely have taken her whole life from her.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah, got to
It's
be
messed
careful.
up a whole opportunity of a bigger family.
Absolutely. Being a mother.
Mother.
That's devastating.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the powerful black. What you got over there?
Well, so the teens. I'm speaking on a Nolan Wells case. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the teens that were on the boat, they went on Officer Tatum podcast.
Lord,
Okay.
him.
All four of them. But they did not mention what had happened. They went on there blaming everybody but themselves, right? Here's the deal for me. Why are you on these shows?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you speaking? They got Trump ex-lawyer taking over their case, right? His name is Edward Andrew Pelzik. Now, he fought for Trump involving CPS, Paramount, New York Times, and guess what? Trump lost all them cases.
Mm.
Lost all of them.
Well,
So what I'm saying, you have a lawyer, your parents. Why are they giving you free will to go on these podcasts and speak? That doesn't make sense to me.
it rings some type of guilt to me. I'm just
It's guilt
sure.
because, and I think allegedly, them parents know what's going on, right? They don't want to turn them in, Morningstar. I think they want them to go on there so they can themselves, because they don't know how to handle this situation. They are in fear of their own kids. And that's why they let them go out there to speak and let them just tell on themselves. That's what I think.
I just feel like, the truth shall prevail. I mean, what is going to happen is unbeknown to me. I know what should happen, a thorough investigation that is
Mm-hmm.
fair
Mm-hmm.
and honest, but we know that the things that have been happening in the state of Mississippi,
History.
and our listeners do as well. A lot of they live there, so um, it
See,
doesn't look good that these
no, it
kids
doesn't,
are
because
going on
Mississippi
this
has
podcast. Yeah.
a history of our ancestor, a history right now. What are they doing
Mm-hmm.
now? Right? And
All
if
right.
you have a lawyer and your lawyer is okay for you to go on all these interviews and speak, what
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, they know they did it.
Yeah, they
And
know something.
they want them to tell them themselves. It's easier like that.
Our brother DC made a comment in the DC said, "Pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a
Yeah,
fair
fall.
fall."
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's right, DC. Because I mean, Morningstar, we know the history of Mississippi, not just Mississippi, all parts of the southern states.
Of the
We know
South.
about our history.
Yeah, the
The
South.
South, period, right? How in the world would you let your clients go on all these interviews, knowing that you're supposed to protecting them? No, they did it, and it's easier for them to oust themselves. If that was my child, ain't nowhere in the world my sons would be on a podcast
Mm-mm.
talking like this. They're supposed to be protecting you, right? They not. They know they did it. That's why.
Well, you know what? We shall see. And like you said, the truth will prevail. I
Oh yeah,
mean,
it
it
will.
will
Let
prevail.
them keep talking.
Let them keep
Let
talking.
them keep talking. I
As
have
we
another.
as we see,
Mhm.
we have a clown president who loves to talk and run his mouth, and all he do is tell on himself on a regular, everyday basis. But he's such a malignant narcissist; he don't care, And these followers of him, these people who follow this man, their children, all of them are doomed to fall.
Yeah.
All of them. It's
Yes.
gonna be
Yes.
like a
Yes.
domino effect.
What
And
you do in the
who-
dark will definitely come to the light. There's
absolutely.
no way you can hide it. It's always going to come out sooner or later.
Yeah.
It will come out.
It could be years, but it will. And so, it's a sad situation. It's devastating to his family, his mother, his father. They have to continuously go through this torture. I call it torture. It has to be. It's no other way for me to be able to describe how I would feel besides being tortured. They already are mourning the death
Yeah,
of
the
their
loss
child,
of their son. Mm-hmm.
and here they have to continuously see these kind of interviews, hear this stuff on social media, constantly be attacked. His mom at her place of employment, she has to go on and tell people, I read something she wrote, I still am employed, but my job has been gracious and giving me time off to mourn my son, as most jobs would do in a
Mm-hmm.
situation like that. But why should she have to go on social media and explain this? Because people are harassing. She better than me, because baby, I cuss everybody out and be like,
That is
don't.
that's fear mongering. That's trying to get Ben
Yeah,
Crump, Al Sharpton, all them from out there,
yeah,
right? They
uh-huh,
bring it down the house. That will open up more cases from
yeah,
that for the lady that did the exam.
yeah, yeah.
Everything is opening up now. So they
It,
want them to run because they know.
it's coming. It's coming. All right, y'all. We're gonna have to take a break and pay some bills. You are listening to R Plus Community Connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We will be back shortly after this break. Y'all stay tuned.
Mommy-daughter duo, Counselor Nikki and Addie, want to welcome you to the Sparkleverse, where every child has a light that is uniquely their own. Through heartwarming adventures like in Addison Sparkle, unforgettable characters and everyday moments like in Kai Finds a Spark, children learn bravery, resilience, and the power of believing in themselves. Find us at CompassionCreationsPress.com and at OurPlugs.com. Hope we help you find your sparkle.
Welcome to a world that sparkles. You have found your one-stop shop. Sparkle Kicks has everything to outfit you from head to toe. Well, not everything, but close. From crochet hats, to sassy tees, to our custom blinged out Crocs and sneakers, we have it all. You can even customize your home with our resin art. Whether it's a custom set of coasters or K-cup holder, handmade dominoes, or your kid's very own custom tic-tac-toe board, we are here for you. We are located on Etsy, Our Plugs LLC, and the TikTok shop.
And you know they ain't gonna have that.
Hello, my name is Siva Carter, the founder of our nonprofit, Carter's Caring Hands. And what Carter Caring Hands does, we help families keep food on their tables here in the Michigan area. If you'd like to support us, go to Carter'sCaringHands.com or ourplugs, OurPlugs.com. Donate whatever you can, because every penny counts, every dollar folds, and together, you and I can uphold the dignity in the communities we serve. Thank you.
Life can be overwhelming, but you don't have to face it alone. Join us for honest conversations about mental health, healing, relationships, self-care, and everyday challenges that we all face. No judgment, just real conversation, real people, and practical tools to help you heal, grow, and thrive, because your mental health matters, and so do you. Join Miss Jack and Counselor Nikki Tuesdays, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on all Our Plugs social media platforms, and on WKRA The Change Radio, 9 a.m. on Wednesday.
Advertising with Our Plugs. The community connection opens doors to a whole new ballgame. Radio advertising is affordable, powerful, and puts your business directly in front of the people who want to support you. Plus, customers can easily find and connect with you anytime through our online directory. If you're ready to grow your brand, expand your reach, and stay connected to the community, sign up today. Visit ourplugs.com and register now. That's ourplugs.com. Plug into your community.
Welcome back. Welcome back. You have been listening to Our Plus Community Connection. I am your host this morning, Ms. Morningstar. I have my beautiful sister co-host, powerful Black woman, Ziva Carter here. And we are we talking a little bit of news you can use. We have our brothers in the building. We're going to bring them up probably in about another minute or so. Ziva, did you want to talk about one more article you have?
Oh, yes. Listen to this, guys. So you know that Byron Donos, Byron Donos and James Fishback is running for governor. Yeah, that's his last name, Fishback.
Yeah.
Running for governor of Florida, right? So James Fishback is accusing Byron Donos of trafficking.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So Fishback wrote Byron Donalds to come clean about it. Of course, Byron Donalds said that's just a smear campaign, allegedly. So while he's telling on Byron Donalds, now Fishback actually did that. Talking to minors.
So, wait a minute. He actually has done that, but he's trying to say Byron did it because, and essentially, he's telling on himself too.
Correct.
Okay.
Every accusation they say about us is their confession. Remember that. Every accusation is their confession. So, like you said, he's telling on himself. That is proven what he has done.
We can't make this up, y'all. Can't make this stuff up. This is what the Republican Party is about. Unfortunately, I mean, it is not the Republican Party that I can remember. These people, these are not the same people. Or maybe so. Maybe they hid it well. I don't know. But the demons have shown their face. And they are lurking through the bushes. They are attacking our children, our infrastructure, our way of living, our life, our everything.
Yes.
Y'all better get out and vote blue, okay?
We have to vote, guys. I mean, Michigan is doing it up. Michigan will be the point blank tour to get Trump and his regime out of office. Barack Obama already came down here and talked to Mr. Saeed. So think of that.
Yeah. I talked about that yesterday in the article.
Yeah.
They had a call. They talking about
Yeah.
uniting. I mean, that's our forever president. We have to stand behind him,
Yes.
you know. And
Yes.
I like the way Mr. Saeed, Dr. Saeed is talking. Okay, Dr.
We mean
Saeed,
business.
put some respect on his name.
That's right.
What's that
That's
guy
right.
name? He running
'Cause-
against Mike.
Here's the deal, Morningstar. Listen to this, guys. Mr. Saeed know the struggle.
He from the
We
D.
know
Right?
the struggle.
He from the D, right?
We know the struggle, right?
Yeah, he from Detroit.
I mean, just his country alone know the struggle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We know the struggle. So when two people know how to navigate through the stuff we've been through, come on now.
Yeah.
Only good things come forward
Absolutely.
when you do the work in the back.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying. And with that note, y'all, we're going to bring our brothers up because I know they got some stuff to share with us to say on that. And also, it is a veteran's voice, so why not? Good morning, DC, Viper Vet. Welcome in.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, guys.
Hey,
What's going on? What's going on? What's going
Hey,
on?
DC. Hey, Ali.
What's going on?
What's going
So
on?
what y'all thinking about this? First of all, Byron. What y'all thinking about that? He getting what he deserved. That's what I say.
It ain't my circus. I'm just enjoying the show.
And you in Florida?
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
just.
going to say that.
He calls him a house. Listen, keep going.
They turning on him.
Because they claim that there's no racism. So I want Fishback to pour it on even more.
Yeah, come on, bring
Don't
it on.
stop. Don't stop. Get it. To quote to quote a poet. Let them keep going. It's okay.
Yeah.
Because it is like this, right? This is how I see it going. We had in Michigan somebody running against himself, and he lost.
Mhm.
He lost. How you gonna run a race and you're the only one in the race and lose that race?
That's pathetic. If that don't tell you something,
Things are changing, y'all.
I love it for them, man, and I hope it translates all across. Right? You can't. People could suffer so long, and if their brain don't kick in, they gut and they hunger and their knees gonna kick in and be like, wait a minute, this ain't right. So hopefully that could turn that around, because some people, no matter what they're in a cult.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They're in a cult, and I don't feel bad, because they thought only the Democrats, only the black people are gonna suffer, and they're exempt because they are white.
Mm-hmm.
And so Dr. Saeed, he's a doctor. Mandani, New York. This country should be freedom of religion. You could have religion or not. But they're saying being somebody with a last name like Muhammad, that's a bad thing. That is a culture they're trying to put in society. Yeah. And so these people, but what are they doing? Because if you could elect a felon, if you could elect somebody who was convicted of being liable for assaulting a woman, and they have many more lined up, you're worried about a person with a funny last name that you're not recognizing, and they may have a different religion than what you have.
Mm-hmm.
This is the hypocrisy that, it's too loud for me to.
It ain't but fear tactics. That's all it is. Fear tactics.
They know the audience that they're picking.
Yeah.
this to. You know, they know exactly the audience that they're selling this to, and they know how gullible that audience is. So this is why that is the only, you can't beat them. No, you can't beat them. Period. But you know, you a scared man trying to win. And you're gonna pull out every trick you got in the bag in order to get people to dislike Mandami and dislike Syed, and you know, because of their racist ideologies and who they are. So that bag of tricks is dead, and it's a dead weight. We don't care nothing about none of that. We are progressing. This country is about to move into a progressive state, whether you like it or not. We are not sticking to them old ways. We moving forward.
Time up.
That's period. Dot. Ain't no more to it. And that's where our young people are, and that's where I am. I'm standing 10 toes, 20 toes, 10 toes and 10 fingers, all 20 standing right beside them, because I'm tired. What say you, DC?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, every move they make now just further exposes the core of their movement is racism.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you know, they try to use his full name just like they did Barack Obama, Barack Hussein Obama. You know, it's like it's feeding to their menial brain followers. I mean, it's like racism is at the core of the movement. And like you said, people are fed up. You know, people are fed up. I saw Tellerico had a rally down in Texas, and it was a huge turnout for him down in Texas. So yeah, people are tired. You know, people are just tired of the lies, and you know, Mitch McConnell voting for Todd Blanche at 4:30 in the morning. Come on, y'all.
Where he going?
You know, I mean, really, I mean, they're literally playing in our face. You know, they're literally playing in our face. It's just insane at this point.
We have still not seen proof of life. And I'm going to just leave it there. We ain't seen proof of life. Pictures, those AI pictures do not count.
Yeah.
You ain't going to get him because he ain't here no more.
Yeah, we ain't going to listen. All right, so let's go on with the show. Ali, what you got for us today? What's going on?
All right, so can we block this episode from somebody we won't mention, right? Can we not troll her? Can we not, you know? But hey, folks, listen. Before we start, we're gonna encourage you to vote, and when we end, we're gonna encourage you to vote, right? Make sure you go vote. Go to vote.com, vote.org, check your registration. Also, you could register to vote. If you want to use bluevoterguide.org, that's a way to see who's on the ballot, see all the funky stuff they put on there, right? And it gives you more information about the candidates to see what candidates and their background and who's endorsing them. Bluevoterguide.org. Bluevoterguide.org. Now, listen, sometimes life hits you, man, and you can't give up. It's when it comes to resiliency, it doesn't take 2 weeks to get over certain things, right? Sometimes it takes a long time. But this lesson is going to show you that you should not give up. No matter how far, no matter how high that mountain seems, if you keep on grinding, you keep on putting your best foot forward, this is the type of stuff that can happen. So if you're on TikTok or on YouTube, you'll see the video. We have a race that's going to go on, right? And it is amazing what's going to happen, right? They're going to start racing, and sometimes you don't plan for things, but then you gotta dig deep. You got to dig deep, and you got to get in there, right? And you got to stick with it. You have the athletes; they're lining up on the track. The track is wet, and they're about to get going. And you're gonna think the impossible is impossible until it's not no more, right? So they're heading down the track. It's two groups. They separate them with the cones. It's wet, and it looks like a normal race. Looks fairly normal, right? Sometimes you just can't give up, man. You just gotta keep going. Just gotta keep going. So right now they're collapsing in one lane from 2 lanes that they started with, right? And for me, it looks competitive. We got 2 people in the front. It looks very competitive. Always good to have the kids in sports, but sometimes these sports activities can teach them lessons in life that they need. And of course, you have the parents cheering them on, right? And so right here, you see them. You see 4 people in the front, 4 young folks in the front, and they're in the lead. Though. Getting around the track. I referee soccer, and sometimes the parents are the worst, and I'm not gonna lie to you.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you want to kick them out of the.
That sounds like me in the background when I say my dog.
I'm like, you sit down. You sit down. One more out of you, I'm gonna send you home. And so you have a young man. He's in the front, and he is gone, right? And he thought he won. He thought that was the ending of the race. So he stopped. He's like, all right, let me look at my folks coming through. And he's like, wait a minute, hey, we ain't done. We got to keep on going, right? And so now he was in the front, right? Now he compromised. What are we gonna do? So now it is a competitive race. He thought he won. He stopped. And so the parent of that young man must have been like, oh, come on, man. You had it in the bag. What are you going to do? Are you going to stick in it, or are you going to keep on going? Are you going to accept that position that you thought you had? Or are you going to keep on going? Right? And so sometimes you just, when you think you're there, you just keep on going. You can't accept the position sometimes. You got to keep on going.
That was awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah. He thought he had it, but he noticed he didn't have it. And then he fell back. But the moral of the story is you got to keep pushing.
He pulled off, and he was looking down the line.
Kept up. Mm-hmm.
Look, he thought it was done. He's like, let me, and he
turned around, he waiting on them like, what y'all doing?
Right.
He had his affirmation, confirmation, and transformation.
He sure did. I like that. I love kids when the way they think.
Yeah, and it's lessons in life.
Absolutely.
It's lessons. Sometimes you did your best, you put your best foot forward, and you think you got it, and then you may not get it. But sometimes it's a setup for you to be better. It's a setup for you to be in a better position, and then you show yourself, well, man, look, even if I didn't get what I wanted, I knew I could come back and be better at what I want, right? And so that's one of the lessons right here. You have anything you want to add, DZ?
Yeah, man. I mean, I think absolutely. I mean, when I played sports as a young kid, I think one of the vital lessons that I learned is how to lose gracefully. When I was coming up, it wasn't a trophy for everybody type of deal. If you lost, you lost. But what you learned is that you had to be better if you wanted to be a winner. So it wasn't that confirmation bias that everybody is equal and everybody is great. No, that's not. There are people that are better than you, and if you want to get to their level, you got to figure it out. You got to figure out what you need to do to get better.
Mm-hmm. And don't blame everybody for your mistakes. Keep trying.
Keep trying.
Mm-hmm.
That part. So look, you're talking about keep trying and blaming people. Sometimes you're in a situation where it just happens.
Details tonight in yesterday's emergency landing on Interstate 10 in Pensacola.
Never gets old watching that. Our Copeland Welch joining us now live from Pensacola International Airport. And Copeland, this flight instructor has got experience, but just 21 years old.
Bob Sue, that is right. And the student that she was with, well, he was on his very first flight lesson ever. Nonetheless, those two walked away without any injuries, miraculously.
Or 62, whatever you need to make it down is approved. We're going to have the truck waiting for you. Runway 1.
We're completely props about moving. We're probably going down on I-10.
Roger. It's at your discretion, safest possible spot. We'll get the vehicles out for you.
No, we are not making the airport. We're going down on I-10.
Moments later, Emily Shelton, the 21-year-old flight instructor, safely landed the small plane on Interstate 10.
First choice probably is not to land on a highway, but in this case, they didn't have any other choice.
The plane is a Piper aircraft used by Pensacola Air Flight School. Shelton tells me she has about 1,300 hours of total flight time logged, but beside her in the cockpit, a student on his first ever flight lesson.
They were probably doing, somewhere around 60, 70 miles an hour in a glide. So, yeah, that's still pretty darn fast, especially if you hit something so solid like a sign, and then you still have altitude to deal with. So it was amazing. It's one of those things that, it's hard to believe. Yeah, that was great.
George Sigler is a retired Navy and commercial pilot.
I've been around aviation all my life.
Sigler is also the former owner of Sky Warrior Flight School in Pensacola. That's where more than 14,000 military members and civilians have gotten their training. He tells me flight students are always taught to think of a plan B. Where would they land the aircraft if they suddenly had to?
Now, when you're low and the engine quits, you haven't got a lot of time. You don't have time to pull the aircraft manual out and read the emergency procedures. Those are procedures you have to memorize. When the engine quits, you're low, you have to know what to do.
Yeah, our oil pressure is dropping down into the red, and we do have fumes in the cockpit from the oil.
Shelton tells me during the landing, she was assuring the student that she'd find a safe place to land the plane, even if that meant it was in the middle of the interstate. Shelton says she's practiced the exact scenario many times. She never thought she'd have to execute it in real life.
It certainly gets your attention when something like that happens. So hopefully they're both fine, physically and mentally, and hopefully that student will get right back in and continue his flight training.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Good landing. She didn't crash.
She encouraged the student, their first flight lesson. Unlike a previous story when the instructor jumped out of the plane and said, "You got this." And so this is a different story, right? This is a feel-good story, to quote a famous host on our plugs. So yeah, this is a feel-good story. What you say, DC? I mean,
hey man,
DC. Aviation.
Hey, one of the things they teach you is how to prioritize your thoughts and what's important. Like triage, you want to triage what's important.
Navigate, communicate. It's three of them, right? What was it?
Navigate,
communicate, and it's another one. I'm gonna remember it. I ain't a pilot. I'm just saying. I just know they have three things they have to do when these things.
Yeah, happen. I mean, she executed perfectly. If you look at the video, she actually landed below an overpass sign. So if you look at the video, they were probably about 20 feet, 30 feet from impact of that overhead sign. The trestle that you see over top of a highway that normally contains, highway signs. This one looks like it didn't have any signs on it, but she went completely under that and landed on the highway, which is phenomenal airmanship on her part. I'll say this: she will not have a problem finding a job when she gets the required hours to move on to bigger, better things. Definitely.
That's what I was thinking, DC. Like, this young lady was very calm, precise. She did not have any kind of panic in her tone, because she had a student in there, so she couldn't show that she might have been scared. She might have been terrified. Mm-hmm. But that showed control, that showed professionalism, And if anything, they should have gave her the rest of her hours for that, because that was,
Right.
I mean, to be able to land on the highway where cars is coming and you were able to put that machine down where y'all walk off with not a scratch on your body. That was phenomenal. It's not too many experienced people who can really do that. That means she has been taking her training so serious. She has studied the craft, and hey, give her hours, and I get on the plane with her.
I probably would have did the same thing. I probably would have land whatever I can land there.
Yeah.
Very, very impressive. Very impressive.
Aviate, navigate, and communicate.
Communicate.
Right?
There you go.
Aviate, you keep on flying the plane. Right? You got to aviate.
Control.
You got to fly in that plane. Look for that spot. Navigate. Figure out where you're going, what you're going to do, and then you communicate. Don't start jumping on. You got to figure out what's going on first, right? So aviate, navigate, and communicate. I usually watch things I'm not even an expert in, but like flying and a lot of these different people put on the backpacks where they have a parachute and they fly different places. Don't judge me. Don't judge. But yeah.
She was definitely in control, y'all. But you know what? We're going to pause right there. We're going to pay some bills real quick. We're going to take our second commercial break. I'm pretty sure we'll come back to some more. You've been pretty good, Vibe. You've been doing, but I know I can see it in you.
I don't know. He rubbing his hands together like Birdman. He rubbing his hands together like Birdman.
Yeah, he about to heat
in the
it
doghouse.
He's about to heat it up. So let's take a break. Let's get these bills paid. Listen to some commercials. You are listening to R Plus Community Connection, and today is Veterans Voice on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We will be right back after this commercial break.
Fall's fashion is finally here at Morningstar Boutique by Tam. From soft, cozy sweaters to stylish cardigans, whether you're heading to work, brunch, or date night, we have the perfect look waiting for you. Check us out at ourplugs.com for your style needs, where style meets confidence.
What's up, everybody? Scott Cologne, District Attorney and candidate for the United States Senate for the great state of Mississippi. I had a great time talking about my campaign with the crew at the Community Connection morning radio show. I'm running because Mississippi matters. Our families are paying more for less, and our rural hospitals are under serious threat. I spent my career fighting for my community, and I'll bring that same fight to Washington. Folks in the Holly Springs area and the worldwide should check out our convo and visit cologneforsenate.com because Mississippi matters.
Remember, Iran doesn't have a choice in a lot of this because we destroyed so much. And I'll give you a quick math equation. Okay, maybe they do end up getting $20 billion, let's say. Let's say we're still $300 to $500 billion ahead, considering we destroyed their Navy, destroyed their Air Force, destroyed all those nuclear facilities I already spoke about, their steel manufacturing, their drone manufacturing, and so many other things. We destroyed all that and closed their ports. We're pretty far ahead.
So we destroyed everything, and we're going to pay them to rebuild it all, pay them to open the strait that was already open for free. And at the same time, people here in the district can't afford to eat, can't afford their health care, and can't afford rent. Got it. If that don't make sense to you either, please consider supporting my campaign. Go to BernardTaylorForCongress.com. Let's bring some change here to Florida.
Come sip the hottest cup in politics. Welcome to Political Tea with DJ and Duce, where the tea is always fresh, the opinions are bold, and the conversations are too hot to handle. Catch us Monday through Saturday from 7:30 to 11 p.m. Eastern Time. And don't miss our special guest appearances on Our Plugs LLC, streaming live on WKRA 92.7 The Change.
Political Tea with DJ and Duce. Come get it while it's hot. Catch us on Our Plugs at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on WKRA 92.7 The Change.
Cheers!
Advertising with our plugs. The community connection opens doors to a whole new ballgame. Radio advertising is affordable, powerful, and puts your business directly in front of the people who want to support you. Plus, customers can easily find and connect with you anytime through our online directory. If you're ready to grow your brand, expand your reach, and stay connected to the community, sign up today. Visit ourplugs.com and register now. That's ourplugs.com. Plug into your community.
All right, welcome back. You are listening to R Plus Community Connection. I am your host this morning, Ms. Morningstar, and I got Veterans Voice in the building. I have my co-host, powerful Black woman, aka Ziva Carter, here from Carter's Caring Hands. So you guys, thank you for joining us. So, Ollie, right with that, what you got? We had the soft moments, y'all. So I guess we about to get into some buffoonery. Y'all know how it go.
I don't make the news.
That's your disclaimer.
I just report it.
You tell the boss lady that. Okay, I'm here.
Video making the rounds on social media. It shows a man being put in handcuffs by Metro Transit Police in D.C.'s Navy Yard neighborhood.
And yes, that is the man's goat, as in goat, right next to him. So many are speculating the man was arrested because of that goat on the train.
Now, Rafael Sanchez Cruz is talking with him tonight.
Kyrie Givens and his goat Lil Bob were riding on the Green Line train this weekend, but Metro says that's not why Givens was put in handcuffs. This all happened on Saturday here in the Navy Yard neighborhood. Metro Transit Police says they stopped and detained Givens because another agency put out a BOLO alert. BOLO meaning be on the lookout.
What's up, good man? How you? Bob brings a lot of joy.
That's exactly what Kyrie Givens says he and Lil Bob were doing on Saturday in DC's Navy Yard neighborhood. That's until he was detained for questioning by Metro Transit Police.
You have a bolo. I'm like, what's a bolo? I'm thinking, I never heard what that is.
Givens says he was told there was an alert put out for him for a case out of Prince George's County, a case that Givens and his attorney say was dropped last week. After questioning, Givens was released.
That was embarrassing, man. Like to see people that, this like my child, they did that right in front of my son.
Givens says Saturday's video is not the lasting impression he wants people to have of him.
We do it too.
He prefers these reactions.
City been very dark for a long time, so even just us doing this with me and Bob, we bringing a lot of peace and positivity to the city. Man, Bob from Southeast.
We met up with Givens in Southeast DC, where Lil Bob was born a year and a half ago.
I go to the high school.
Givens says he has a degree in urban sustainability, and he's on a mission to spread his love for farming and animals with DC youth.
I really came grown to liking to the goats because they just remind me of just staying firm, and even when you're on the edge, you know how goats walk on mountains, even when you're on the edge, you can still move forward.
Yeah. Although Saturday's incident had nothing to do with Lil Bob, Metro says that pets can only ride buses and trains if they're in a secured container like a carrier. In Navy Yard, Rafael Sanchez Cruz, WUSA 9.
Yeah, we're never alone. We're never alone, though.
They just can't leave us be. This young man, and he got a degree, first of all. They don't know nothing. They just judging. You know this was a judgmental situation. They strictly judged him. And why they got to be so rough? Well, I mean, he didn't seem like he was resisting. He trying to figure out what is y'all doing.
Is he going to run with the goat?
Man.
Is he going to take off with the goat? Like get on the goat and
the goat saying, why?
Lil Bob was stressing out. He said, what y'all doing to my daddy?
Y'all horrible. But yeah, a goat. Like if you handcuff a person in a wheelchair, you search them, they got no weapons, they in a wheelchair, they ain't gonna run nowhere. Mm-hmm. He's got a goat. You ain't gotta.
Oh,
it's beyond.
It's already like I like to see that, but then when he explained what he's interested in, it makes sense. You know, he cares for animals. He cares for agriculture. You know, he wants to teach children this. He said he takes it to school. Like, he is doing something positive where he could be out here doing anything else. And that's how they gonna treat you in DC. Is that Trump's task force?
Your own people, though. Them are his people.
You know, that's why I'm an advocate for community policing. You know, because like I said, if these police officers were from the community, engaged in the community, they would already know about this guy.
Right.
They would know this guy's in the school system. They would know about Bob, that he's using this animal to introduce kids to agriculture and the care of animals and all of this stuff. They would know that. But like I said, when they punch that clock and they leave and go back out to the suburbs, you know, they're projecting an overseer type of mentality when they have an interaction with a person. You know, you don't inject any common sense. It's just strictly policing, you know.
Yeah.
I don't believe they were being
growing up. You know what? Growing up in Detroit, that's what we had when I was growing up. They used to walk the beat. The police.
Yeah, you get to know the people. You get to know the people. You
They
get to
knew
know
the community. They need to get back to that. They really do. If you know the community, you want all that will be settled. All that would be because you said, "I know you." You know.
And Zebra, you know a little bit about that, working with the community. Right? And police is supposed to feed the homeless, right?
Yeah.
San Antonio cop who was fired for feeding a homeless man a sandwich filled with dog feces has just been promoted to police chief. Matthew Luckhurst now runs the entire police department in Benavides, a small Texas town of just 1,100 people. He was sworn in as chief on June 1st after the city council voted to appoint him back in April. It all goes back to 2016. While on patrol, Luckhurst bragged to a fellow officer that he had scooped feces off the ground, placed it between 2 slices of bread, and left it in a styrofoam container next to a sleeping homeless man. His own colleagues were so disgusted, they reported him to Internal Affairs. Just a month later, he struck again. Luckhurst allegedly defecated in a women's restroom at the station without flushing, then smeared poop on the toilet seat after a female officer asked for it to be kept clean. The police chief at the time called it one of the most disgusting, vile, and repulsive things anyone had ever done. He was fired by San Antonio twice, then fired again by another department, before finally landing in Benavides. Now, he's the one in charge. A former San Antonio...
He looked demonic.
You know what?
Speechless.
These people are the most defiled, disgusting creatures that ever walked the planet of this earth. Like, I don't even understand. Like, who thinks of doing those type of things? You cannot. It is so unnatural to even think to do something so disgusting. You know, you went into the woman. First of all, you gave a homeless. For how disgusting and immoral and just mean and cruel is that? To give a person who's homeless a poop sandwich. That's nasty. And then you take your nasty behind into a woman's restroom and you touched it. You nasty dog.
That is demonic, guys. That is a demonic spirit. Seriously. Because who in the right mind would do that? Nobody. That's a demonic spirit.
I have no words.
Where was that located, Ali? Where was that located?
San Antonio. He started off with, and then he went to another precinct where he became the chief. But look, this administration, they got. Sometimes when you see things happen, you got to look at what's going on in the background.
Administration is launching a new campaign encouraging military veterans to become truck drivers. President Trump announced the initiative today. The White House says it's trying to address a national driver shortage. It follows a crackdown by the Transportation Department that resulted in the revocation of approximately 56,000 commercial driver's licenses from immigrant drivers due to illegally issued permits and alleged proficiency issues with English. Supporters of the president's program say that it will fill a real need here.
You take some of the most important people in our country, veterans, and they serve their country and they come back and they need a position, they need a job, and they're well suited with their dedication, with their discipline to go right into the industry such as trucking. So events like today, the announcements today, trying to streamline our veterans into a solid, good paying job is absolutely immense, and it's a wonderful thing.
Well, and as part of the initiative, the Department of Transportation will give eligible veterans expanded commercial driver's license. Veterans that do not have experience driving trucks will be able to receive CDL training. And the VA says the GI Bill will cover up to 100% of tuition at approved programs.
They are not trying to give veterans benefits that some current veterans have when it comes to the VA. They're trying to take away a lot of the things that we are now able to claim, like sleep apnea and some of the things. So they're trying to strip away money from veterans, future veterans, to put it wherever they want to put it. So on a normal basis, even if you retire, a retirement from the military will not sustain you. If you retire and you're thinking, I'm just going to live off that retirement, that will not sustain you. Your retirement pay will not sustain you. And so you're not going to be able to get VA benefits or all the VA benefits that now veterans can claim. And so this right here, they're trying to create a job that they messed up. People are not driving no more, and we need truck drivers. These people do a job that is not even seen by most of us. We only see the product on our shelves, right? We get our bottle of water. We're like, oh man, this tastes good. How did the water get here? How did the food get here?
I feel like, Ali, this is another one of their moves to show your masculinity as well. They really think like the way that these people think, truck drivers, tough guys, on the road, big haul, big old truck. You think about it, the ones who get knocked out the most and get, slap the most, drive the big old trucks, the big old tires. Everything got to be big. Now they done got their testosterone shots. They all amped up. They feel like they big, bad, and tough. And that's the way this president thinks. He thinks like this is a good look. It's a good image. Tough guys drive trucks. Everybody is not interested in being no truck driver.
Absolutely. I think, to me, and it's no disrespect to truck drivers. I mean, they're the lifeblood. They're the lifeblood of America. Okay, but in the same token, a lot of people come out of the military highly educated.
Right.
And then you have those that come out very damaged. And I think we're going to see this too after this conflict is over, because everything's been bottled up. Everything that's happened has kind of been kept a secret. So we don't really know what's going on with our troops right now. So you mean to tell me you won't give a soldier counseling and give him disability for PTSD, but you're willing to put that same soldier behind the wheel of an 18-wheeler that's suffering some mental distress, So to me, it rings sort of like the whole black jobs thing. What is a black job? What is a veteran's job? Veterans are equipped to do a multitude of facets of a lot of things, and I just think that this administration is just so disconnected, because you don't have any salt of the earth people giving guidance. These people have lived in a high rise all of their life. All they do is look down and say, well, we'll let them drive a truck. That's a good occupation for you, veteran, that had bullets flying by your head 6 months ago. That's the perfect job for you. Put you behind an 18-wheeler. I just think they don't care about veterans, period.
They never have. They have, and you can never convince me they have. I work around, I know they don't care.
Anything to stop them from paying them veteran benefits.
Yep.
Period.
Yep. You can work. You can drive an 18-wheeler. You don't need disability.
Right.
My husband is a truck driver. He's been a truck driver for over 20 years, right? But he gets a chance to come home every night, every morning, right? And I be fearing for his safety.
Absolutely.
You know, I know he's a professional, but you got to worry about them other fools out there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you finna try to put them on the street when they going on with their PTSD?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
It's crazy
not
out
cool.
here. So the next story is pretty interesting. Sometimes people get exposed. You know, you got some of these folks that are running around here talking about, you know, make sure that we get 10,000 tonight. These pastors in these churches, they're trying to do the things that, oh, we need to get 5 people to come up to give $5,000. We got 30 seconds. So if you have to think about it, all this crazy stuff, you can find it on the internet, right? But this pastor, you know, you got these streamers like iShowSpeed, and you got Sinet and all these people. This pastor went live, and he went viral.
The water that you asked for.
Yeah, a large glass of water for my live stream. This is like a kid size, free sample size.
I'm sorry.
I'm an adult. Bring out an adult size, okay? You're messing the whole video up. There are a lot of people watching. Okay, just delete that part.
He's live streaming, by the way. This is a live stream.
Who are you talking to?
He's the pastor. He's the pastor.
IRL live streaming in real life, right? So he's getting the water, and he's telling. So let me back it up. Just remember, he's live streaming, but he don't understand technology. Somebody else is doing the video part. But this is what happened. Let me replay it. So keep that in mind. He's live streaming, and this is what happened. But we got some more context to get put in context.
What is that?
The water that you asked for.
Yeah, a large glass of water for my live stream. This is like a kid size, free sample size.
I'm sorry.
I'm an adult. Bring out an adult size, okay? You're messing the whole video up. There are a lot of people watching. Okay, just delete that part.
Can't, we're live.
You get back up like 30 seconds.
No, live streaming.
Okay, well, that's an example of how certain people can be a stumbling block to other people and cause them to sin. Like she caused me to sin and become angry because she didn't get the water right. So that's something you want to avoid, being a stumbling block to others. So that was a good example. But you know what? Let's just, now I'm off. Let's just restart. People are going to restart. If you want to join the next live stream, please join. We're going to start over.
Pause.
We got more. It ain't done. We ain't done. Hold on. He went viral. And so when you go viral, what they got to do to save face? They got to come out, right? Here we go.
Moment and address the video with the waitress and the small cup of water. And while it's okay to correct someone, it needs to be done with love. And after reflection, I didn't show a lot of love in that video when I was correcting her. And that waitress may have had a bad day, and maybe like from the musical Waitress, the patrons took more than she gave. So I just want to take responsibility for that, and I want to make things right. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start a fund for that waitress here at my ministry prayer hour to give her a tip, even though she brought the wrong size water. So if any of you want to donate money to my ministry prayer hour and write waitress on the donation, we can get her a tip and make things right with her. And also I said a prayer for her and a prayer for everyone who clipped that video without context. So help me make things right with the waitress and give money today.
Shade, do you see? I got more. Hold the phone. So he said she was wrong. She made him sin, and he wants to quote unquote jize. And so let's start a funding to give her a tip and all this stuff, right? So he's trying to, show. Okay, and now he's drinking a big jug of water.
That money for him.
Let's hear from the waitress.
The water that you asked for.
Yeah, a large glass of water for my live stream.
Okay, we all saw the video. We know I'm here. Let's talk about it. Pastor Shepard recently came out with an apology video. Kind of half-assed, if I have to say. He did raise some money for me to tip me out. This is what I got.
This is what he got. He sent her this amount, $500. But wait, there's more.
Come to find out, this man raised almost $8,000. Where the other $750 is, I have no freaking clue. But here we are. Also, the video is everywhere. Did I ask for it to be everywhere? No, I didn't. Not at all. I would actually really prefer not to be on the internet, period. And now I'm like, feel like I'm not getting compensated correctly for all the shit that I've like had to be put through throughout this entire video. I just don't want to be a part of this anymore. Honestly, it's really embarrassing to be talked to like that by a man, especially a pastor. I also feel like he needs to be looked into, because where is the rest of that money going? $7,500 that is just unaccounted for. Is he pocketing it? Is it going to his church, his congregation? I have no idea. But that is my piece. That's all I have to say on the matter. Just wanted to put it out there. Thank you so much, everybody, for your kind messages and wanting to tip me personally. I truly appreciate it. But this might be the last you hear from me.
Can I say something? The nerve, the gall, the arrogance, and this is what they've been doing, my people. Listen, did y'all hear? First of all, she was just as respectful as ever when she brought him the water. She was not rude. She was not arrogant. She was not nasty. But yet he found a way to try to manipulate his cult members into believing that she did something wrong.
She made him sin.
She made him sin. That is
Jezebel.
Y'all, you gotta be kidding me. You cannot be in a leadership of that kind and say that she made me sin, because that is crazy. That right there is cult behavior, no doubt.
Demonic spirit, that's all it is. That's
demon.
That's who they are. And I told you that money was going to be for him.
Oh, we knew that. And for him to get that pissed off about Walter,
the size of water.
The size of water.
And then you see the drug at the end. So he's apologizing, but yet he had a gallon jug of water, taking it to the head.
Yeah.
In his apology video.
Subliminal message.
Mm-hmm. Subliminal. Yes. And it's funny. He's so they're so not smart. They just some ignorant dumb folk that he didn't even realize.
Can we back up 30 seconds in the live stream? Can we back up 30 seconds in the live stream?
Can we take it up 30 seconds? What don't you get about live?
Yeah,
what part of live don't you get?
The one thing I learned as a child growing up in the church, my father was a deacon, his brother was a deacon, my aunt was a deaconess. The one thing I learned in all of that, and believe me, I've seen a lot, is that a man cannot put you in heaven. So the man is standing before you, giving you all the goods between Genesis and Revelations. He can't put you in heaven.
Say what?
He can't. He doesn't have that power. So the Christian nature is within you as an individual, So following behind these, I don't want to call him a false prophet, but when your motivation is financial, he showed no Christian value the way he handled that situation and handled her. Zero. And if I was a member of his church, it would make me question, what I'm doing. That's the only example I need. You give me one time, you show me one time you're not about what you're talking about, then I'm done.
That's it. That would have been my last time.
Yeah,
that right there clearly showed what we dealing with today with the fake Christians of the world, the false prophets. I'm gonna say it, the people who do not live in the walk in the way of Christ.
Absolutely.
And it just shows. There's no way you would see Jesus speak to a woman like that and speak so nasty and arrogant. It's just not something that if you were taught something, if you know, you know. And that right there, We saw
Blasphemy. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Y'all, we are at the end of the show.
I got one more to send you all out. Listen,
Okay.
some,
Come
you know,
on,
see, Morningstar will always say, mind your business. Your business is yours. My business is mine. So mind your business.
Can I help you? Yes. I'm a neighbor, and I was wondering who. I saw someone here, and I hadn't seen anyone here, so I was. Is everything okay? Everything's fine. And you are? None of your business. And please get off my property. Thank you. Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am. No.
You're never alone. You're never alone. Yeah, you're never alone, folks.
So she came up to their house.
Yes.
What did she? Because my computer was a little froze, so I missed.
Nobody was. They didn't see anybody there, and now they see people there. And so she came up just to one. She's trying to investigate because people are now there. So this is strange. What is going on? I must invest. I must get to the root of this evil. And I'm gonna bring my friend Karen. Come on their property. They obviously outside. You see the truck. You see some stuff out there. They look like they're gonna do some lawn stuff. They have 2 cars there, so somebody's there. The cars didn't drive themselves, and they don't look like Teslas to me. So
I would have got my water hose.
You know, and I demand you tell me what you're doing here, because I don't ever see nobody here.
State your purpose.
Yeah. When did you sign the contract? You got to let us know that you bought it. Where's the paperwork?
Oh my gosh.
Where is the? Let me play it again.
Can I help you? Yes. I'm a neighbor, and I was wondering who. I saw someone here, and I hadn't seen anyone here, so I was. Is everything okay? Everything.
Did you hear me hollering?
That's how they do, though. That it'd be that. Hi. It'd be that want to be soft. Is everything okay? I was just
What made you feel like it wasn't okay?
Y'all know why.
It's fine. And you are?
She said, and you are.
Your business. And please get off.
She said, and none of your business. Let me play that one more time before we get up out of here.
I hadn't seen anyone here, so I was. Is everything okay? Everything's fine. And you are? None of your business. And please get off my property. Thank you. Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am.
She stepped forward towards her. Excuse me, ma'am. What do you mean get off your property? Your property?
Ma'am.
And so the husband seems that to usher them off the property. Leave my property. Thank you and thank you.
I would have brought out the water hose right there.
And you are? Do you need any help? You're in a white neighborhood, right?
They got a lot of nerves, man.
We got red light around these pieces. You shouldn't be
So
here.
they saw the big black man come out, and they like, "Woo, we gotta run now."
They might be calling 911 right now. He assaulted me.
We came on his property, and he told us to get off his property.
The moral of the story: your business is your business. My business is my business.
My business.
Mind your business.
That is the moral of the story. And that is the end of the show, y'all. What a good show. Listen, I'm going to go ahead and pass the mic around. DC, did you have any last words for the listening audience today?
No, we got to get out and vote in November. I know a lot of states have already had their primaries, so we know what the candidate structure is going to look like. Please get out and participate. in November. We have to make a difference this time. Thanks.
Yes, we do. Bye, Prevette.
Listen, vote.com, vote.org. We got to make sure that we vote. Bluevoterguy.org as well. Check the folks that's on the ballot. All right. And if you're going into the military, make sure that you do your research. You might want to go in as an officer. So get your education. That'll give you some time to blow over these 2 years that this administration is unaliving troops left and right. They don't care, right? They don't have their sons and daughters in the military, so they could use you and they could dispose of you. I would love to see politicians have a person in their family that's currently serving. That would be, if I had to put a stipulation on all these things, if you're running for office, especially in the federal government, you should have a family member serving. Because when you send them to war, you would be more careful and judicious with the decisions you make. And when you take away their benefits, that also will affect them. And if it affects you, you would be more careful and understanding, because empathy is not a thing that a lot of people have. So that's just my thought. Hey, I appreciate everybody. Make sure you follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Our plugs, also WKRA 92.7, The Change. And always remember, mind your business.
This picture taking me out. But you know what? One thing for sure, two things for sure. Out of all those funny looking kids, that one looked like him the most. They all funny looking, but that one right there looked just like him. Viva Carter, aka Powerful Black Woman. Did you have anything you want to say before we close out the show? Go ahead and close it out.
I just want everybody to continue to keep your head held high. I know we're going through a lot, and some of our people are going through the crossfire.
Oh, yeah.
But if you vote right in November, this will settle all that. We're going to be all right. We're going to be all right, my people. We're going to be all right.
We definitely are. Memphis, Tennessee, Holly Springs, Mississippi. Thank you. Thank you for coming through and supporting the morning show this morning. We appreciate your company. It's always a good time when you come to R Plus Community Connection. We are a community. Make sure you check us out. Tomorrow, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, we will have our mental health day. We got to have one of those days, y'all, because there's a lot going on. But as Powerful Black Woman just stated, we gonna be all right. And until then, y'all go out. Thank you, TikTok. Thank you, Instagram, Facebook, and all our YouTube, all our streaming services for supporting us. We will see you guys in the morning. Y'all have a good one. As we wrap up today's show, we want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in, tapping in, and staying connected to your community.
Remember, this platform exists to uplift Black-owned businesses, nonprofits, creatives, and community leaders who are doing the work that moves us forward.
Make sure you support today's guests. Share the show. Stay plugged into our plugs, because when we support each other, we all rise.
Until next time, keep believing, keep building, and keep shining. You've got this.
You've been listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection, where communities meet opportunity. We'll see you next time.